Hey, what's up, socialites? Welcome back to the Social Studies Podcast with me, Joe Dombrowski.
And me, Gaspare Randazzo.
You guys, my special dropped last night on YouTube. Do me a fave. Go to YouTube, Joe Dombrowski. If you probably just type in Don't Eat the Crayons comedy special, you'll find it. Go find the special and just let it play on loop all day on your computer, your phone, and your iPad. Nah, you don't have to do that.
And
give it a watch. I love that. Yeah.
Assign it to your students as a homework.
Yeah, and also lose your job. Play it on every computer in the computer lab. But the one thing that you can do to definitely help me out is not only give it a like, a thumbs up, but if you could go comment something positive on it, that'd be dope. And if you see someone else who wrote something positive, comment on that comment. We're trying to trigger the algorithm, babe.
And if you see someone wrote something negative, curse them out.
Yeah, that's what's up. This Wednesday, we're going to be live and together in Manhattan at Chelsea Music Hall on November 8th. You can get your tickets to that at Mr.D3.com or GaspareRandazzo.com.
Joe, you know what I realized about that? I'm off the next day. I'm virtual.
I know, thank God. Thank God.
We could hang out all night.
Oh, thank God. I'm going to take you out drinking. We're going to go to Leather Bar. I might take you to Flaming Saddles. You never know.
I have to go home. Actually, I have work the next day.
Fuck yeah.
Melissa's like, is Joe going to come over for dinner one night that week? I was like, I don't even think he's going to be here. I was like, it's going to be chaos. He's like on the news. He's this, he's that. She's like, well, doesn't he want to come to Staten Island, get his hair cut?
I do want to go to Staten Island and get my hair cut. That's actually...
She's like, because we're not going to go there to the city to bring the kids. She's like, so
how long does it take you to get to Staten Island again? I mean, to the city from Staten Island?
Like an hour, a little over an hour.
Fuck.
Yeah, but there's no parking. There's no, I mean, you know, it sucks.
So if I Ubered it at the right time, it would be an hour. I'm not going to go to Staten Island and get my haircut, though. I can probably find some guy to do it.
No, you could go to the city.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Also, you guys, this Thursday and Friday, I'm in Hartford. After that, Albany. After that, Syracuse.
Oh, you're in Hartford the day of the show.
No, the day after the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, so when you're not coming over for dinner?
You never know.
Okay, well, let me know because I need to know.
Why? So we can drive and go pick up a pizza that we paid cash for? Yeah, so much planning involved. 18th and 19th, Royal Oak Music Theater. Pretty sure it's sold out. Love the Michigan peeps. Then I'm going to be in Tempe, Arizona, December 7th, 8th, 9th. Raleigh, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And then after that, Portland, Vancouver, Seattle in February. Get your tickets at Mr.D3.com. Next week, I'm announcing the winter tour. Should I tell the people? Later in the podcast, I'll give you a preview of some cities.
Or you could post it on Patreon.
Ooh, that PayPay. Done. We'll go tell the PayPay right now. You can be a Patreon member at patreon.com/the Social Studies Podcast for exclusive everything and our nudes.
All right, I will be in, we're filming the podcast tomorrow. Then I will be in Baltimore this Saturday. Then I will be in Foxborough, Massachusetts, Tampa, Florida, Long Island, Phoenix, San Diego. Then I got Jersey and Connecticut and Chicago coming up, but they haven't been announced yet on officially, but those are all coming up in the spring or whatever. I don't know, the next dates. Something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I don't really have a concept of time.
MrD3.com and
GaspareRandazzo.com.
I gotta change my website. Fuck.
Yeah, I gotta change my name.
Wow.
But I found Gaspare Randazzo, who just is the name Gaspare Randazzo on Instagram.
Isn't he your cousin?
No, that's Gaspare_Randazzo. I have a cousin. So, which I'm okay with, but I'm not crazy about underscores. I'm not gonna lie.
I just added an underscore.
I know you did, but I don't. I'm an underscorist, but
you need to go to social justice camp because being underscorist is not acceptable for 2023, guys.
All right, well then I'll go fuck myself. So I messaged Gaspare Randazzo and I was just like, "Yo, are you active or not?" Like I didn't write it like that, but he hasn't posted since like 2019, but no response. So
get the fuck out.
And like his page is just like there's a picture of a bridge, there's a picture of a cat with armor on. Like it's not anything real.
We love a LARPer.
Is that what that is? Would you LARP? For those of you at home, LARP is live action role playing. You like, if you ever saw the movie Role Models, they like go to the park and they're like, magic whiff, magic whiff.
There's a viral video, which we have to do the viral video episode one day still.
Yeah. We're gonna do it.
There's this viral video of people LARPing, and this guy's just yelling at another guy and throwing his hand out and going, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. And like the other guy's like not acting like he's getting hit like a lightning bolt. The guy gets so pissed. He's like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Dude, you know what was great? Remember the show Taj.0?
Why are you putting a little ethnic spin on his name?
Taj.0?
Tosh?
Tosh.0.
Taj sounds like the lion from Aladdin.
Taj.0.
Or the tiger. Taj?
You call it Taj.0?
My name is Taj. I'm a sunglasses designer from I don't know where. Tosh, Daniel Tosh.
Do you know Daniel Tosh as a stand-up, or did you ever see his stand-up?
I've never actually seen his stand-up, but
Pretty
I do
funny.
know he's a comedian. Yeah, good guy.
Well, his stand-up's funny. It's exactly him on the show. That sarcastic, like,
yeah. Daniel
I'm
Tosh
better
had the
than
early
you.
2000s in a chokehold.
Oh yeah, I mean, he cornered the market of viral videos, and it was a great idea because it was like, hey, take a viral video, then make a whole skit with the person making fun of them, and we'll just make fun of everybody.
Viral videos are not what they used to be. Would you agree?
Well, because a viral video now, you're viral one day and the next day you're irrelevant. It's wild.
But like when I went viral, it had already peaked. It was on its way down, but I was still catching the wind of going viral, right? When I went viral, you could like go viral and change your life, which,
yeah.
I mean, bitch, I fucking be.
No, I mean, it's true. It's true.
But like, yeah, you could go viral and like, where's the chapstick? Like all that shit. Like you were on all the TV shows, all the circuits. Now you go viral, like 40 million views. Ha 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 ha. Scroll. The next one's got 40 million views too. You're not invited on the news and shit anymore.
I mean, you could, depending on what you're viral about.
Yeah, it would have to go like massive. I remember too when I went viral, when my video went viral, I remember sitting with a friend and we were like, okay, the video was like definitely picking up traction. It was the most watched video I'd ever posted ever. And we were like, okay, when will we consider this viral? And we looked at each other and we were like, 10,000. And then we're like, okay, don't check your phone for a little while. And I had my phone. It was still the point where I had notifications on in my life. So we just set my phone on the table and it was just going. And then we checked it like an hour later and it was at like 25,000. And we're like, okay, we beat that. If I wake up with 100,000 views, we'll say it's viral. Woke up with 20 million. We're just like, we did like, there was no concept.
How many is it
what it really meant.
Like the original?
The original? So,
because it's probably now been like remade, not like, refaced. For those of you who don't know, Joe had a video that went viral where he
which
gave
is
his
so the most awesome part, Gas, is a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A lot of people are like, oh fuck, that's you. Like they're like, oh, that's the same guy. Like that's what's happening now, which is kind of dope.
So for those of you who don't know,
why I looked this up. Yeah,
Joe made a video. He was stomping grapes.
Shut the fuck up.
he fell out of the grape tub. So Joe made a video.
So funny.
One guy, one glass jar, and it.
Oh my god!
Joe made a video where he gave a fake spelling test to his students with words like flernurple and like slurpin' derpin, whatever. And the kids sat there trying to take it. It was an April Fool's prank. And that's the video he's referring to that went viral. So for those of you who don't know, you could find it anywhere. So guy, what's it at?
The original was posted on March 29th, 2017 on Facebook, which a lot of people think it went viral on YouTube. And it currently stands at 21 million views on Facebook.
21 million. Damn.
And
See,
now
and you're
I'll
right
check
though. And
on.
now you're right. Like a video hitting 20 million is like, that's great. And like, obviously that's gone extremely viral, but there's so many videos that hit a lot.
Exactly.
It's wild.
14 million on YouTube.
Okay.
And I mean, like, those are the only two places that I really posted it then.
So what is that? 25 and 4. All right, so let's just call it 40 million. Just to put into perspective, Joe.
Yeah.
Your video could have been watched by everyone in Morocco 100 times. Each individual person 100 times. And it still wouldn't have watched. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I Googled countries with less than 40 million people. And I was going to say your video has been watched by more people than there are in this country, but it didn't work out like that. So.
It didn't work out like that. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, it is wild though.
By the way, you know that I don't know that she's a teacher, but she might be, because she kind of does funny teacher stuff from now and then. Do you know Karen Cass by chance?
Yeah, we've talked about her.
I think you do know her, right? Did you know that she has 575,000 subscribers on YouTube?
That's great, yeah. I didn't know that.
That's insane. Her videos, too, they got views. They got views on views. Good for her. That's awesome.
She's like a legit comedian and she's funny. Her stuff's really good. She's not a teacher, though.
Oh, she's so funny here. You guys, if you don't know Karen Cass, her shit is so funny. She's very funny.
But you know what's wild? Like, Mr. Beast has like 50 million subscribers, which means
literally
which means he's making like hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly just off of just having a YouTube, not even sponsors, not even anything
Probably
else.
Doesn't even have to post, and it's just like racking up on older videos. I can't really wrap my head around like the why
of him
with that one. Yeah.
So I will tell you this. I like him.
Here's the thing. I'm literally coming at a place of learning. I'm not shitting on him.
No.
I don't really know a lot about all I know is this guy who gives away money.
So I knew nothing about him, right?
Okay.
My students all love him. Like, so one day I showed him in class. I'll say a few things. Number one, he's very clean. Doesn't curse. Like, oh, we're all drunk. It's not like that at all. He's actually like kind of, and I get it. He's a YouTube personality, blah, blah, blah. He's a person at the end of the day. He's actually like kind of admirable in the sense, and I could be way off base. Maybe he's a piece of crap and like he beats puppies. But like from what I've seen, like he's super charitable. Like he'll do things like, all right, today I'm putting 100 people in a circle. And the winner will receive $1 million. And every day the circle will get smaller. And every day, like, I'm going to tempt them with different things. So like, he'll be like, hey, come out here right now and I'll give you $50,000, or you could stay in the circle and hopefully you'll be the last one for, $1 million, and people will leave, and like, he just takes, what he does is he takes subscribers. He just picks 100 random subscribers from his channel. So
now,
like,
let me ask you, let me devil's advocate. Would we call that charitable, or would we call that, let's see how far poor people will go to win a little money?
And that's what people argue. But what I will say is, like, he gave like this like super expensive LASIK surgery to like, let me make sure the numbers are right. So he did this surgery. He paid. Okay. So Mr. Beast paid like out of pocket. Now, granted, out of pocket is a interesting thing because like, he's posting it on YouTube that he's doing it, which is therefore making him money. So like, but he paid for 1,000 people to see. Yeah, so he paid. This is
you got someone wrote in the YouTube comments. They're like, I wish I could see what you two are typing to each other.
Yo,
I just did it. I'm cracking myself up.
this has nothing to do with Mr. Beast, what Joe's laughing about, but Mr. Beast gave 1,000 blind people the gift of sight. And and he paid for their surgeries out of pocket, whatever that means, out of pocket to him, because then
and
he
made a video about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. And then he posted it on YouTube.
Like, fuck that. I gotta
made hundreds of thousands of dollars, but
also, yay for the blind people.
But that's
right?
what I'm saying. So, like, whether you like him or not, he did give 1,000 blind people sight.
But
and it cost $100,000
for
him.
views, which are his income. So I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
devil's advocate, Joe, a doctor saved my life for an income. Because that was his job. So this guy's like, hey, I have this big platform where I can make a lot of money. So I'm going to use it for good. Because look how many people are using it for not good. You know what I mean? Which would be bad. Like a lot of people are like, cool, I'm getting a lot of views. And now watch me do a keg stand.
I don't know why or what it is. Okay. I don't know why or what it is. But something about doing charitable things publicly gives me fucking weirdness.
Okay, and I agree.
I agree. And then, like, I don't know, but I would just, God forbid, I'm not putting this out into the world. If Mr. Beast had an untimely death, I don't want it. Knock on wood, stay alive, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, because we need you because you're doing nice shit.
And then it came out that, like, one time Mr. Beast gave millions of dollars so these blind people could have surgery. I would be like, that fucking guy.
And honestly,
I don't know. What is that?
I think he does, though. I think they say that he actually, like, really does do good things with his money. And like I said, I could be off. Look, maybe I can't find, like, the right words to describe him. But you know who could find the right words? Joe, stop wasting your time.
Wait, hold on. Not yet.
No, that was good.
Wait, that was so good, but not yet. This is a great conversation.
Wait, so I'm not a fan
Gaspare.
So you know he has his own burger, right?
I mean, yeah, but here's my thing, Gaspare. Why is it? Oh, you know what? Actually, fuck it. Why do we care what anybody does with their money, really?
Okay, so let me tell you this. He is the founder of the McBeast Burger, okay? And he's a co-creator of Team Trees, a fundraiser for the Arbor Day Foundation that raised $23 million, and Team Seas, a fundraiser for Ocean Conservancy, and the ocean cleanup has raised $30 million. So in those two things alone, I mean, he raised $55 million for the environment. You know? And like, I've never heard of anything about him being connected to those, which means he just owns them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, you know, in his life, they say that he has given away. No, this can't be real. That he's given away over $1 billion. No way. So
$1 billion.
You know how his first viral video came out?
No, that I want to know.
Okay, when he was 13, he was making video game footage online, right? He later found viral fame when he counted to 100,000. It took him 40 hours to complete. He made a video of himself counting to 100,000.
I mean, Gaspare, if this doesn't want to make you take a bath with the toaster, what does?
He makes $54 million a year off of YouTube.
Mr. Beast, I'm not blind. I'm just trying to fucking make it. If you could just give me, like, a little bit of money to do something cool with, that'd be dope.
Okay, here, ready? He's also
Gaspare.
planted over 20 million trees with his group.
All right. You know what? I probably planted 20 million trees worth of whatever my income is too.
No. He gives significant prizes, donates to charity. I mean,
I'm not trying to say it's bad.
But you get what I'm saying? Okay. Here, all right, how about this one? According to this philanthropy website, he donated more than 5.5 million pounds of food and delivered over 4.5 million meals and fed nearly 300,000 people. He also, out of his personal account, donated $3 million in aid for Ukraine refugees.
In video form.
But I never saw any of that on video. I'm just saying.
I'm also not a Mr. Beast fanatic.
I'm not either. That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, here's my closing statement before the thing comes up that you're going to do.
No,
my closing statement is stop wasting your time on other language learning.
Okay.
No, my closing statement really is truly that like why do I fucking care? Like, why do I care? I shouldn't care. Like, he's doing it. Like, he's doing it with views.
Can I read you an article?
Please.
Is Mr. Beast only a good person for views? One of YouTube's most subscribed content creators has reputation for his outrageous philanthropy, but is he hurting? Who is he hurting in the process? Okay. He created a separate channel where 100% of the profits from ad revenue, merch sales, and sponsorship goes to making the world a better place. But is he doing this really for the kindness of his heart? Everything he does is recorded and edited for content. It's for clicks. He once gave 20,000 shoes to kids in Africa, where he gave shoes made out of recycled plastic to children who need shoes to walk to school. Yes, it's a great video, but here he is filming it. So all right. And then it just goes into the blind people thing and how he donated the gift of sight. It's
giving me savior complex a little bit.
Yeah. So they talk about if you're filming it, does it make it good? I've seen those videos where the guy's like, let me go pay for this homeless guy's, new wardrobe. And then you got a camera in the guy's face and you're filming him. That's horrible to me. That's kind of more hurt.
How's this different? He's going to Africa with these little kids with no shoes. And he's like, yo, get on camera. Let me give you some shoes.
But at the end of the day, it's but you're still getting new pairs of shoes. And if you don't have shoes, all right, maybe it would suck. If I couldn't pay my mortgage, but if it's now I'm going to be out on the streets, or Mr. Beast is yo, jump through this hula hoop and I'll give you 20 grand.
I got a story for you. You want to do it? Do it first, and then I'll tell you the story.
Well, wait, are you going to tell the story? Are you going to say it in English?
I could, but maybe I won't.
Because you know what? You could stop wasting your time, and Joe, you could learn another language. And how? Well, stop wasting your time. Other language on... stop wasting your time, because other language learning apps are basically just games and teach you nothing. If you want to be fluent in a new language, then you got to use Babbel. Their 10-minute lessons will get you speaking a whole new language in just 3 weeks. Their program is designed by real people for real conversations, so you'll learn stuff that you'll actually use. So, Joe, instead of you telling me this boring story that you're about to tell me in English, now imagine you're telling it in French. You're like, je m'appelle Gaspare. I don't know any other French, but let me tell you this story about Mr. Beast or Monsieur Beast, right? It would be awesome. And you know what? Melissa's been using it, and she actually is learning a little Spanish. She definitely... not super fluent, because we're not putting our full effort into it, but if she started using it more and doing all the tips and tools that are accessible, then it would help her. So studies show that even using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to an entire semester of a college language course. So here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for So Studies listeners at babbel.com/social. That's 55% off at babbel.com/social, spelled BABBEL.com/social. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Wow.
I get so passionate reading those.
I get
The
so
hand
babble
comes
it.
up.
And the hand does come up.
So
okay, here's my story. I once, when I got asked to do like an influencer type brand deal, I'm not going to say the company, okay?
Mr. Beast Burgers.
It was for Mr. Beast Burger. You had to eat as many as you could before you died.
In front of a homeless person and
No,
make them feel bad about it.
It was for a very big company.
Okay.
That is definitely not what anyone's thinking. And
it's not what?
It's not what anyone was thinking. The whole thing was branded as like, look what this company does for giving back. And we were going to a certain location that has some poverty.
Okay.
And it was said to us, hey, we're flying people down to do like charity work there for like an influencing campaign too, to like kind of like bring awareness for like all this good that we do for these places, right? So we went down to this place and immediately we get there and we were put up in a fucking 5-star resort. It was insane. And then they bussed us to these super poverty stricken areas and you had 3 days of like give back, right? It was like, we're going to go read to little kids at this like really poor school. And we were like, okay, cool. And we got there. We probably spent 45 minutes at the school. And it was like, bop, 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 do this, take pictures. It was totally curated. They were like, okay, and now we are going to paint the playground for the kids. I painted maybe like a 1 foot by 1 foot square. And then they were like, okay, now it's done. Moving on, going back. The rest of the day is at this 5-star resort. People are drinking, getting fucked up. Like, it was crazy. The next day, we were told we were going to like help save the coral reefs. We like glued like one piece of PVC pipe together and then like they went and did like all the rest of it. It was crazy. And then I was in this humongous room all by myself with a balcony, a jacuzzi. It was like 2 bedrooms, a living room. There was like a disco at night. And I was just kind of like, there was a huge like welcome party for everybody who was invited that was just like catered dinners and all this shit. And I was just like, this feels fucking weird and wrong, because everything online, once it was all posted, looked like they just picked people and shipped them out to the middle of these poverty-stricken areas, and then they like helped them like work on these like community issues. And it was not that at all. And it was so weird too, because also I got fucking paid to do it.
Were the people you were like with feeling the same way?
That was the weirdest part. No.
They all felt like they were changing the world?
Only 4 of us. It was 4 of us who were paid to like be the influencers, like to be there or whatever, right? And then there were 2 very famous celebrities who were on the trip as well. And we all thought that it was going to be like a trip and like everybody kind of got asked to be here. When we got on the plane, we realized that this was like a whole campaign. And the company asked general patrons of the world to write essays as to why they should be selected to join this give back project that they're hosting. So I was with all these people who like wrote these big immaculate essays, and I was on the plane and they're like, what did you write in your essay? Like, why did you get picked? And I remember being like, what are you talking about? And they were like, oh, like, what did you say? Like, what was it that why did they pick you? And I was like, pick me, bitch. This is a job. I'm working.
I'm here to clean the coral reef.
But then I like caught myself and I was like, oh fuck, like they're all here for real and kind of being like used.
So now, did those people then finish painting? Like you started it and then they finished it?
No, everybody was kind of in a bullshit, I'll say, fake mission trip almost.
See, everybody, that's why when you see things on TV or whatever, and it's not always the way it is.
Everything that was posted after was just a fake, like just bullshit. It was like all not real. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy how shit can get spun like this. We got there, Gaspare, and it was literally like a white wall and like half the painting was like done already. And then they took pictures with us with their paintbrushes with like little kids on our back and shit. Like it was all fake. It was like all fucking fake. Now, apparently this company like also gives a lot of money to these projects and things, but I'm like, then give the money. Like the money that you spent on all of us being here doing this could have been more money that went towards like the kids and the books and the orphanage and the fucking coral reef
playground,
thing and all of it. I felt so weird about it.
Now, did the other people you were with, like the big celebrities and the other influencers, were they feeling the same way, or did they feel like, oh my God, we're really making a change?
The grossest part is that the big celebrities didn't even really have to attend like the charity work, and like what they were posting about being there was like totally different than what we were. They were posting like at the pool, like in like their like crazy expensive bathing suits, like thank you to this company for getting us here. Like it was like it was a huge disconnect.
Interesting. See, what a crazy, yeah. Sorry. I'm just getting all the extra details about this in the chat, which you guys, you know. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Which was very big at the time.
Yeah.
So the celebrities were actually fucking dope and they just wanted to hang out too. And I will say one thing, they were not treating anybody any differently than anybody. They were like hanging out with like everyone, getting to know everyone. They were not like, oh, we're the celebrities and you're the sorry people. Like it wasn't like that at all. But
it's like a class system in the hotel.
Yeah. I had to like request off work. I remember feeling so bad. Like I remember telling my principal, like I was going on this like Spanish dual immersion trip that I was going to like do all this good for these kids in this other country. And it would be like great for me to like come back and tell my students all about this stuff. And it was like, I got back and I felt fucking weird and bad. And then, it just I'm so grateful for the experience because ever since that's happened, I do think about shit like how you and I were in that conversation about Mr. Beast. My skepticism comes from my own experience of that thing.
Of course, yeah. Listen, I you know, as some of you know, like whatever with the secret project that I was on, like I see how they can make things look a certain way, manipulate things a certain way, and
yeah, it's all fake. It's all fake.
I mean, listen, what's not fake is this. Like, you were there, you know, and granted, okay, you didn't paint. Like, we're not going to pretend that your one stroke, like, changed the world. But, like, it's what you made out of it. You know what I mean? Because, like, while you were there, like, I know you. You probably were playing with the kids and hanging out. I doubt you just got there.
I tried to make the best of it. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I doubt you just got there and were like, okay, cool, cameras are off, bye, and walked away.
Yeah, no,
like,
not at all.
I know you. Like, yeah, you went back to the resort because that's where you were staying. You can't just be like, hey, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go sleep on the floor outside in this kind of dangerous country. Like, you got to be realistic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, like, and I'm sure the company had security and had things to make sure you guys stayed safe. So, like, you have to obviously abide by those rules. But, like, you know.
And I'm, like, under contract and, like what am I going to do? Like, fight all this shit? Like, things go by so fast that you don't even know what's happening while you're in the moment. It's kind of fucking crazy.
So before we read
sorry
any
about all
emails,
that.
no, before we read any emails, I do want to I brought something to the table for tonight. So it's a list of men that you shouldn't be dating. So remember last time I found that list of places you shouldn't go on a date. Like,
yeah, which is so funny because this has been like
these
happening
like lists have been
more
like
and more since
trending now.
Yeah. And you brought it up like at the cusp of it.
Yeah. So like, and like, it's funny because like people have been messaging me like, you know, Byron is like, why would people not go to a movie? It's great. Like, movies are great. It's a great thing to do if you like movies.
Right.
And like,
right.
you know, he was like, why wouldn't it, like, who would actually go to the gym on a date? And like, but other people messaged me and literally were like, oh my God, a gym date would be so fun because like you get to work out with somebody that you're interested in. And I'm like, that's miserable to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is funny. It's a list of men that don't need to be dating.
Okay.
So like men you shouldn't be dating. All right. So men with toddlers or younger children. See, I think that's unfair, but I can see from the female perspective, like if they have a toddler or a young child, that means they're still like kind of connected to, you know, like it's one thing if your kids are older, you're not with the mom, you know what I mean? But if your like kids are very young, like I remember this girl I knew, she was like dating this guy and he's like, they had like a newborn and then got divorced. And I said to her, I was like, yo, you got to be careful because like they got divorced because the beginning phase or were separated. I was like, the beginning phase of a newborn is rough and it drives couples away from each other. I said, but when that baby gets a little older, you know, like he might be like, no, I want to be around with my kid. And she's like, no, he said it's over between the two of them. And like, sure enough, like once the kid got older, they like realized like, no, we should be together for the kid. And he left my friend, whatever. So like, I can see it both ways, but, men that live with their mom, I mean, once again, that's case by case. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, men that live with the baby mama, that's a hard one. That's a
oof, that one
because I hear a lot of stories about that where they're like, no, we're not together anymore. We just live together. Men that don't have a valid driver's license. I'm going to say yes on that. And that works both ways. Like, I don't know if I'd want to be with a woman who didn't drive.
Huh.
Because then everything relies on me having to pick her up, me having to...
Does it? Uber's existing. Cabs
yeah, but I'm not going to make her pay for an Uber if we're together.
Maybe it's... really?
Yeah. Because, like, I would pick her. I remember I dated this girl until she lived in Brooklyn.
Is this a guy-girl thing? Because if I was dating a guy and he didn't have a car, I'd be like, sure, Uber over.
Well, I don't know.
And not even feel bad about it.
All right. Well, all right. I don't know.
That's het culture.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, here. Men that don't own a suit.
Ooh.
Would you be with someone who didn't own a suit? Morgan looks like a suit guy. Like he looks like he has multiple suits.
He's sharp. He's a snazzy dresser. Great dresser. Oh, so good.
Do you own a lot of suits?
Really like, not more than what I need.
Yeah, like I have a blue and a black one.
Yeah, I got like a blue, a black, a gray, a maroon, and a khaki. But I'm also GAY. So, Wait,
you're gay?
I don't.
That's something I would whisper.
Backstage. I might.
You might.
Yeah, you would. I might date somebody who doesn't own a suit.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, but then it's like, see, like I don't. So I own two suits. One I got for my wedding. It's Calvin Klein. It's probably the most expensive clothing I own. They gave it to me because if you got 5 tuxedo rentals, you got a free suit from Men's Warehouse. So I got this free suit. It was like $500, but it was free. So, and then I have my China suit, the pinstripe one with the red.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't fit me anymore because I'm not a 27 waist anymore because I'm not 18. And then I also have this black suit that I got from H&M. I had to redo the button on the pants.
Of course.
The button exploded. So I put it in a new spot. And those are my 3 suits. They're all cheap, though, if you think about it, probably.
Yeah, but it's fine.
But like, that's not, I can't like
Morgan's whole
show
thing
up
is never spend good money on a suit. Morgan always says,
Why?
buy a suit. Because Morgan always says, buy a suit when you don't need a suit. Because if you can find a suit on sale and you don't need it and you can buy it when it's on sale, you'll save a lot of money.
Where do you even find a suit on sale? Like a suit store?
Go to Macy's or whatever if they got suits on sale. And that the cool thing about suits is always buy them the wrong size. It's all about tailoring. It's not about, so if a suit like doesn't really fit you right, but it's on sale, like you can get it done perfectly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's my saying too.
I'm trying to teach you.
My go-to saying is get it tailored. Also, wait, one other thing on this list. It said men that are losing their hair but won't let it go.
Are you talking to me?
That's a no. But I don't think that's a no, because like holding on to your hair.
I'm getting my hair done for sure.
What, plugs?
Yeah.
For real?
For sure, 100%.
You know what they do?
It's not like that anymore, Gaspare. It's not like that anymore. It doesn't look like that. It's not like that.
No,
Trust me. You're never going to know the difference.
Head.
Hopefully. I dig as deep as you got to go, baby. I'm not over here trying to look like that.
No, just go
Gaspare,
bald.
this fucking...
You would be good bald.
Gaspare, I'm gay.
Gay people can't be bald.
Yeah, they can be bald, but like I either got to be like I look right now with hair or bald and shredded. And the workout schedule has been a little difficult, so I think I might go with the other version.
I'm excited because I'm going to be in Portland this weekend. I'm going to work out in the gym. I worked out once last week and like my body was so swollen the next day. I was like, oh my God, like I felt it. I know once is not a lot, but once is better than none.
Let's get into the emails.
All right. I'm going to read email from a Patreon. So it's from Abby. Right off the bat, we could use her name.
Hey,
all right. So 22 screaming kindergartners plus one crying teacher. Hi, I just left the live Zoom. Oh yeah, guys, shout out to everybody who attended the live Zoom last week. Thank you guys so much. It was fun. Sorry that, I'm not really sorry about anything, but next time it'll be a little more Frankie B, if you know what I mean. So,
you can be, that's a Patreon perk. You get priority emails and you can join us in the live Zooms that we do quarterly. Yeah. Patreon.com/The Social Studies Podcast.
I just left the live Zoom and was inspired to send a message potentially for the pod, but also I might be using Patreon wrong, so who knows? I teach kindergarten in an old building that unfortunately has a massive rodent problem. Last year, one of my kids spilled her entire snack on the floor, so I asked another student to go get our mini vacuum to clean it up. When she was finished, I noticed that the vacuum looked full and went to dump it out, but stopped when I noticed a string in the clear window of the vacuum. Confused, I turned the vacuum over to see what was inside and literally gasped. I'm not kidding when I say, ooh.
I'm grossed out.
There was a live
freaking
mouse in my personable portable vacuum. Kindergartners being kindergartners, they all immediately looked at me and started to ask what was wrong. I was too stunned and disgusted to speak to the girl who did the vacuuming, and who did the vacuuming came over to me, screamed, "There's a mouse!" And all the kids started jumping up onto their chairs and screaming at the top of their lungs. All I have to say is, God bless the lovely office ladies of the world who will happily solve problems that are not in their job descriptions. Feel free to use my name, Abby. Love you both.
Yeah. Ooh, dude,
You know what's so sad?
That's like an OSHA violation, right?
Right? What's so sad is like, can you imagine like that mouse, like what his life, he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like he's just like in the vacuum.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Sad. Sad.
Okay. All right. Let's read another one.
You want me to do a regular one or you got another Patreon one? Sure. Rude comment about tip. I was at a concert recently and there was a vendor selling White Claw. He had taken up a spot against the wall and was just calling out to people as they walked by. I stopped. I grabbed one, paying with my card. He turned the machine around and I honestly meant to tip him, but I hit the button wrong, so I didn't tip him. At that same time, he was just standing there with his cooler on top of a trash can and handed me a canned drink. So he hands me my can. So he hands me my $20 White Claw and then said, "So you're not going to tip the beer guy?" And I got so flustered, I tipped my actual bartender when I got a drink at the bar. But like, bro wasn't even trying. Like, why do you think I would tip you? What's your 2 cents, Gas?
Wait, I was confused. It was, what was it?
She was at a concert. She paid for a White Claw that was already way overpriced anyway. She accidentally didn't tip him when he
No,
turned
I got that, but technically it's doing the same thing a bartender does then, no?
Well, she said, I tipped my actual bartender when I got a drink at the bar, but this bro wasn't even trying. Like, she's saying that he was, first of all, just giving out White Claws, which, what's the difficulty? Second of all, he was usually the White Claw people or the drinks people or the hot dog people. Aren't they supposed to be like walking up and down the aisles like, hot dog, get your hot dog, hot dog, right? So then he's just standing there. He posts up shop on top of a garbage can, and as people were walking by, he was just like, White Claw, White Claw. And she was like, sure, and got one. He handed it to her. She paid $20 for it, and then accidentally didn't tip him, and then he gave her shit. So what do you think?
Do you tip the peanut guy at a baseball game?
I'm gonna be honest with you, been a real long time. Been a real long time.
Or at a concert, like, do you tip the person who's
no?
You know what I'm saying? Like, those people, I don't think so. It's been a while since I've been like at a live sporting event where I got food from one of those people walking.
I have to say another reason why though. The profit margins when you are in a stadium or in an airport are out of control. $20 for a drink that literally could cost you $3 at any regular bar. They have a captive audience, so they're jacking that price up. Well, use that money to pay your workers better. No, I'm not leaving a tip.
Well, you know, it's crazy. I had a teacher once, right? And she was proving a point, and it was really well done. She said, how many people in here would pay $1 for water? Everybody raised their hand. She was like, $3. Half the people raised their hand, half didn't. $5, $8, you know, and she kept going up. And then she's like, $50,000. And everyone's like laughing. And she's like, I would. And everyone was like, what? And she's like, let's say you're in the desert and you're about to die. And it was like,
of course.
So, no. So she was, but the point she was proving was like, everything comes down to, it's like, supply and demand. You know what I mean? Like, so you are held hostage in that stadium. You want to drink a beer. There is no other place you could drink this beer except in that stadium. So they're going to say, hey, you want to drink a beer? Sure. It's $22. Drink it or don't. You know what I mean? Like, you want this. And
yeah, but
so like,
I would pay for it too. And the price and no more, because you decided to do that dirty game.
But it's not the worker's fault. And I'm not saying like I tipped the guy who's walking with the popcorn.
Sticking it to the man.
Yeah, but you're sticking it really by accident to the worker because he's the one.
But you're enabling the system. Don't tip the workers. The workers bitch. The guy has to come up with more money, and now he pays them well because he decided to make his drink $20, not the worker.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't know what's right. You know what I mean? Listen, I remember.
Am I an old man?
I remember when I used to bartend, they used to.
I'm an old man. People are going to hate me.
You're not an old man. I didn't tip them either. So I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. When you go to a hot dog vendor in the city, right? Like when you come to New York, when we do the podcast, we're going to get a hot dog from a vendor. They're charging like $8 for those hot dogs. Right. I'm not giving them a $10 bill and saying, keep the change. Right. Because it's like, I'm paying $8 freaking for a hot dog that I know I could buy a whole pack for $6. Right. Yeah. Like, I should bring my own pack to the city and just eat them right out of a Ziploc bag.
And you would.
I would. Maybe I'll do that at the podcast. We'll have a hot dog eating contest. That would be fun. But yeah, we have shows the next night.
I'm all right, dude. I cannot wait to get a bagel. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
I'm gonna take you to a pizzeria that you will
Gaspare, don't play games with me.
It's called.
If you say this, it's happening.
I'm gonna send you a picture. It's.
Is it anywhere by where we're at?
I don't know. It's Prince Street Pizza. It's called, and it's all their slices come with pepperoni. First off, it's like $9 a slice, so just
don't care.
But it's one of those things that's like, okay, I'm here, so this is like something I should do. You know, I'm trying to send you a picture of it.
Great.
But yeah, so I don't remember where I was going with this, but
I have more emails we can get into.
Wait, click that thing I just sent you.
Okay. Oh, I am definitely getting this.
Yeah, there's lines like miles long, and it's like super expensive, and there's still lines because
I'm salivating. Oh my God.
Yeah, like I'm
Gaspare,
about to go.
Is this close to where we're at?
It's not far, and I'm gonna have my car, so like nothing's really far.
Yeah, but then we gotta park, and it's like fucking. Oh, you know how to do it. This is your life. Okay. We got another email.
All right, read another email.
Here we go. Hey, you two. Thanks for the good times on the Social Studies podcast. I'm a cool kid now after joining the Patreon club, and I love all the extra bits of epic dynamicness that are popping up over there. You guys always deliver. A+ to you both. Anyhow, I was out with our sheep the other day. Yes, our sheep. We run a farm in Ohio, and we make up the 0.001% of your listeners who live on a farm. I noticed that one of the lambs born in the spring was dragging something behind him. It was a big old sack of lamb balls. I identified him as one of the babies who had banned in the spring. The males who were all going to be harvested for market got castrated by putting a little rubber band around their peanuts. Eventually, the nads fall off. However, this little fella had the balls that could, and they were the biggest balls that I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't even imagine those moments where Frankie B's balls just busted out after all that bondage.
How does this become a Frankie B email?
She's still going. Well, that dude had amazing balls and earned himself a lifetime of living for free in the field breeding. What should we name him? A bit of continued education for you two smarties who I am concerned don't know how to sex sheep based on past episodes. Sexing sheep is determined by the sex of a sheep, and we do it right after the babies are born with their mamas for a day or two by lifting up their legs. Males equal rams, females equal ewes, and young baby sheep equal ram lambs or ewe lambs. Now you know. All the love from your biggest farmer fan who plays the podcast on her plants to her help them grow. Love, Sam. You can use my name. Well, Sam, first of all, thank you for being a Patreon member. Second of all, wow. Third of all, what should she name that lamb? I do. Say it on three. One, two, three.
Frankie B.
Frankie B. It's done. And so it has been written.
If that lamb's not named
I love
Frankie
how you go, Gaspare. You love how you go, you already know.
I mean, you're talking about the biggest balls lamb. So
there we go. Hey,
all right, guys.
Thank you so much for being here again. Please go watch the special. Give it some love. Give it some like. Give it some nice comments. Become a Patreon fan at had a stroke again. Patreon.com/Social Studies Podcast. Come see us live on Wednesday at Chelsea Music Hall and visit my tour schedule at Mr.D x3.com.
Or mine at GaspareRandazzo.com.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.